Hello, Andrew the Warden here, and I'm here to bring you my top 5 one-shots to introduce your group to the Mothership Sci-Fi Horror RPG.
Number 4 will shock you. That's what I'm supposed to say, right?
Let's get started. Coming in at a bloody 5th place, it's Rain in Blood by Eric Alsandor. This grisly adventure will have your players facing off against new Anglican blood pirates, a depraved group of organ harvesters with superhuman abilities. The first adventure, Pray for Dawn, is set aboard the deep space interstellar transport vessel called the CTS Merciful Dawn. It offers multiple starting positions. Your players could begin as first responders to a distress signal, they could find themselves as the unlucky passengers of the Merciful Dawn itself, or my favourite starting point, recruited to act as a sleeper security team, ready to activate when the pirates attack. Rain in Blood offers the Warden a full 3-act adventure with a handy flowchart of events, detailed instructions on how to run the adventure, and supplementary material like maps, tokens, and some additional rules for new cyberware and enhanced weaponry.
Throw your players into the shit today with Rain in Blood.
Next in number 4, it might be a bit of an upset, it's the OG starter adventure for the Mothership RPG, The Haunting of Ypsilon 14 by D.G. Chapman. Ypsilon 14 has a special place at my table as being the first Mothership adventure we ever played. This tiny trifold pamphlet adventure has no doubt launched many a Mothership campaign. It's a simple premise at first, but has all the building blocks for a great initiation into sci-fi horror. It's a routine cargo job gone wrong. Your players travel to Ypsilon 14 and find out an invisible monster is infecting and erasing the crew one by one.
Don't let the big list of NPCs fool you. They won't last long when the alien begins to hunt.
Ypsilon 14 is not without its drawbacks for new Wardens. It is a bit lacking on the details and the instructions, but there's so much resources out there and examples of it being played that you will have no trouble running it. So that's why The Haunting of Ypsilon 14 gets my vote for number 4. Get your lucky dice ready because number 3 is Year of the Rat by Owen O'Donnell. In the Year of the Rat, the players are sent to retrieve the black box of the casino ship named the Year of the Rat by a slimy insurance company. Little do they know that the ship is now overrun by a giant cow-sized rat creature and all its little minions. Year of the Rat is a great one-shot adventure that offers players a huge payday if they can manage to survive with some of the salvage. There's nothing like a few million credits to kick off a Mothership campaign with. We had a lot of fun with this one-shot, it was very easy to run, and it still has one of my favourite finishes of any game we've played. And you can check it out for yourself right now. But let me get to my number 2.
The lights go out. There's a hard jolt as the elevator doors open.
It's Decagon by Waco Matrixo. It was really hard to put this in second place as I think it's pretty much the perfect adventure for new players of Mothership. In Decagon, your players have been hired by Moroi Technologies to report to their deep ocean research facility. However, they have been caught in the middle of an experiment that loops them back in time every 10 minutes. If that alone is not enough to entice you, then the expert writing, charming artwork, and the opportunity to show off the lethality of Mothership will. Once the twist is revealed, you'll have your players cheering at the table as they realize they cannot die. Decagon will introduce new players to the sci-fi setting while also allowing you to pull no punches as they get a crash course in Mothership wound mechanics. It's a great first module for your table, so go check it out. Finally, all alone in first place, it's Orphans by Luke Gearing. Orphans is the latest in first-party modules for the Mothership RPG, and it is a return to form in both tone and atmosphere of sci-fi horror. In Orphans, your players are tasked with rescuing 2 teenagers from a secret company program that experimented on them to develop psionic powers. The experiment failed. However, their misery and desperation attracted something
far darker.
An entity known as Auntie manifests within the Imnuen refueling station. If you think Auntie is just a sweet old lady, you would be
wrong.
It's actually a 12-foot tall hunched humanoid made out of soil and bones with horse's legs, antlers, and a human skull. Players must search for the hiding children, all the while strange manifestations take control of the station. Puddles of stagnant water begin to appear. Vines and ivy twist around bulkheads. Thick mist and stinging insects fill the air until finally the creature Auntie steps out of a portal to devour the player characters. Orphans is the perfect mix of science fiction and eldritch folk horror. It also has a hidden gem in the form of a new ship that, if found, will set the characters up for many adventures to come. Everything I have mentioned, combined with the tight layout and artwork, makes Orphans my #1 pick for best one-shots to introduce your players to the Mothership Sci-Fi Horror RPG. Whoops, dropped it. So that's it. That's my top 5 list. Thanks for watching, and I hope it helps you pick a module to test out on your players. Thank you for joining me in my little DM wardening location. Bit of a change of scenery. If you like this kind of video and want to see more, please
subscribe!
And if you want to see any of these modules being played, you're in luck. We have an actual play of each of them over on the channel. Go check them all out. Here they are on the screen. Maybe I'll set it up later. I'll edit it in. Well, that's all I got. I have been Andrew the Warden, signing off. I think that went alright.